Sami Zayn has been so close to the top of the mountain so many times.
This is Zayn's moment! The cover on Tyson! What the hell? I know I'm better than that. And I've proven it time and time again in this building in front of you people.
Oh, Sami, we all know you can't win the big one.
Now it's time for Sami Zayn to refocus and go after the one thing that's eluded me since I've been here, and that's becoming the NXT champion.
Sami, it's time for you to start facing facts, and the fact is, you will never be NXT champion.
Tyson, I'll tell you what, I'm good enough to beat you. And I will prove it tonight.
We all know you can't win the big one. Will Sami Zayn's road to redemption start here tonight, or will Tyson Kidd provide a bump in the road? Here comes Sami Zayn. There it is! Trying to put away Tyson Kidd, and he does it! The NXT Championship remains in his sights.
Sami. In order to get to Adrian Neville, you gotta go through me, and you haven't beaten me.
There's another roadblock on that road to redemption, but that's okay, because I'm gonna run right through it.
Sami Zayn for the win!
The road to redemption rolls on!
Hold on there, Sami. Do you really think that you get a title shot because you beat a couple of uggos like Tyson and Titus? If you really want to be #1 contender, well, you've got to beat the one person that you've never beat. The gorgeous one, Tyler Breeze.
From the campus of Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, this is the future of WWE. This is NXT.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, making his seasonal residence in Helsinki, Finland, weighing 206 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Guys, take a look right there. There is Prince Pretty, Tyler Breeze. And think about what Tyler Breeze did 1 week ago. He challenged Sami Zayn, said that Zayn's road to redemption is about to take, quote, a detour to Cuteville.
And why shouldn't he have challenged Sami Zayn, Rich? He's already beaten him twice, A, and B, that is the rightful #1 contender, and in this humble reporter's opinion, the rightful NXT champion at this point.
Listen, last week, Sami Zayn was told by Tyler Breeze, if you win this match, you can face me, your Achilles heel, the man you've never beat. The head game started 1 week ago. I want to see your Sami Zayn to come out tonight and be victorious.
Choke Zayn.
And you know what? I've said it in the past.
That's what I'm
I
hearing
agreed,
right
I've said in the past, he cannot win the big one. But I've seen Sami Zayn the past 2 weeks Performance Center. There's a new look in his eye, and then we're going to see a new Sami Zayn. I feel it.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing 205 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Think about what Sami Zayn has had to go through on this road to redemption. Last week, he beat Titus O'Neil in, well, possibly one of the biggest challenges in Sami Zayn's career. The size, the strength of Titus O'Neil, and somehow Sami was able to gut it out and get the victory.
How about what Adrian Neville, his so-called best friend, said to Sami Zayn? Sami, we all know you can't win the big one. That's got to get in someone's head.
Of course it is, and he's not the only one saying it. I'm saying it, the entire NXT universe is saying it. I mean, it's a fact. This man has a very, very difficult time in pressure situations.
So here we go, what a way to start off NXT tonight. Tyler Breeze, Sami Zayn. You mentioned it, or you alluded to it. Tyler Breeze beat Sami Zayn for the #1 contendership back in May at the first TakeOver.
Yeah, and he beat him once before that too, all right? Sami Zayn is 0-2 against Tyler Breeze, and the hardest thing to do in sports is beat a man 3 times.
Oh, quick cover, Zayn able to kick out.
Here's the head games right here. Tyler Breeze telling Sami Zayn, very close, Sami, very close.
Tyler Breeze trying to get Sami Zayn on his heels to start things off, but Sami Zayn has shown time and time again he is extremely resilient, not back down from any challenge, and he knows that this is a huge challenge here tonight. What would a loss for Sami Zayn on this road to redemption mean? Look at the backslide, Zayn able to get out.
Where does Sami go from that? I have no idea. Sami said he is on this new road to redemption. He wants the NXT Championship. A loss right now would devastate the momentum and possibly his career.
Bit of a slow pace to start things off here. It's a smart move on the part of Zayn.
Well, these two know each other so well. They got to take your time. You cannot make a mistake, and that's what the person who capitalizes first.
Tyler Breeze covered. Again, Zayn able to power out
on the mistake made by the other.
Look at the confidence. Look at the calm confidence out of Tyler Breeze, and that look on Sami Zayn's face right there, to me, shows a little bit of fear.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I mean, Sami Zayn, we counted him out last week against Titus O'Neil, and he pulled that one out against such a big, powerful man. I didn't see Sami Zayn coming out on top last week, did you?
Well, that's a great point you made, Jason, because I was actually talking to Sami Zayn right after that match, and he has performed around the world, been in the ring with the best, and he truly said that Titus O'Neil was the strongest athlete he has ever been in the ring with, and that's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot. And I've been in the ring with Titus O'Neil, and I'm going to say the same thing. Possibly the strongest athlete I've ever been in the ring with.
Quick reversals in and out. Sami Zayn with Breeze in an armbar. Zayn, little springboard. Look at this. Sami Zayn starting to get fired up. Pace starting to quicken a little. Guys still trying to feel each other out at this point of the matchup. Sami Zayn starting to take control.
They are past the feeling out stage right now, Rich.
This is exactly what Sami Zayn needs to do if he wants to win this match tonight. He needs to do things that he didn't do in the first two meetings against Tyler Breeze. Change up the game plan.
Tyler Breeze taking advantage. Knee right into the chin, hook of the leg. Is it enough? Kick out at one.
That's what I love about Tyler Breeze. He's so crafty. He uses his environment so well. Does anything he can do to win the match.
You know, and this is what I love about Tyler Breeze, this new side of Tyler Breeze. I feel like those two losses he had actually helped Tyler Breeze. It lets him see what he needs to do to get better. And this newfound aggression is what's going to take him possibly to win the NXT champion.
Jason, would you say Tyler Breeze is a future NXT champion here?
Absolutely.
I would.
Absolutely.
He's cut from that type of mold.
Breeze dragging Zayn to the center of the ring. Cover. Kick out at one.
Tyler Breeze cannot get frustrated right now, and he's doing a wonderful job of grounding Sami Zayn and not letting the people, the NXT universe, who love Sami Zayn get behind him, because Sami feeds off that.
Ask him. No. Ask him, baby.
Chin lock applied, and it seems to be a smart strategy for Tyler Breeze. Keep Zayn grounded, keep him slow, keep the match at a pace that he can control.
If anyone knows Sami Zayn, it's Tyler Breeze.
Talked about the newfound aggression for Tyler Breeze. He seems to be carrying a chip on his shoulder, still feeling that he deserves that #1 contendership.
I mean, do you disagree with that, Rich? The man is the rightful #1 contender here at NXT.
Tyler Breeze trying to put away Sami Zayn, and again a kick out at one. Will Sami Zayn's road to redemption come to an end here tonight against Tyler Breeze?
Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light.
WWE 2K15. Feel it. Rated T for teen.
We're back here on NXT. What a suplex by Tyler Breeze trying to put away Sami Zayn, and a kick out at two. Guys, Sami Zayn on his road to redemption. Well, perhaps self-imposed pressure on the part of Sami Zayn.
Absolutely, and that's what athletes do. They put pressure on themselves. Some people do well in pressure situations. Some people don't. We will see. Can Sami Zayn survive the situation that he's put upon himself?
If I was Sami Zayn, I wouldn't be putting any undue pressure on myself knowing my track record.
His track record as of late, and we mentioned it earlier, big win over Titus O'Neil last week. Before that, a big victory over Tyson Kidd. Sami Zayn seems to be trying to find a way to turn things around. And seems to be doing it, Jason.
You've said it before, Sami Zayn's so resilient.
Big back elbow, and Tyler Breeze trying to take control. Again, a cover. Zayn able to stay alive and kick out at one.
And I'm more and more impressed with Tyler Breeze every day, every time I see him. He's just doing a great job right now of slowing this match down, making it his pace, keeping control the entire time.
Well, that being said, how can you not be impressed with Sami Zayn? Look what he's done for the past 2 weeks. Tyson Kidd, victorious. Titus O'Neil, victorious.
Talk to me when there's something on the line. Then we can talk about Sami Zayn.
There is something on the line.
Until then, I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear about the rightful #1 contender, Tyler Breeze.
Breeze with a well-placed kick to the gut. Take control right here. Whips Zayn into the turnbuckle, and Breeze. Here he comes. Oh. Again, a big back elbow. Trying to put away Sami Zayn. Is it enough? Again, a kick out of two. The resiliency of Sami Zayn.
Sami's trying to wake himself up here.
Something you mentioned before, some athletes thrive under pressure. Is Sami Zayn that type of an athlete?
You know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, Tyler Breeze doing a magnificent job right now, wearing out Sami Zayn, leaning on him, putting all that pressure around the neck.
And we don't have to wait to see, Jason. Let's look at his track record, okay? We take you all the way back to the matches that he had with Cesaro, okay? Every time he's in a live event special here at NXT, the man chokes. He's a choke artist, okay? And until he wins the big one, that's all he's ever gonna be.
I think Sami Zayn has learned from all those defeats, and like Rich just said, he put this... Wow, what a clothesline. He put this self-imposed road to redemption on himself because he works well under pressure. And here comes Sami Zayn.
Sami getting fired up, look out. Sami looked like he was trying to go for that blue thunder bomb, but look at Tyler Breeze, and whoa, what a reversal. Oh, huge neck breaker. That's gonna be enough. Tyler Breeze for the victory, and Sami Zayn somehow able to kick out.
Right there, perfect example of why these two know each other so well. Tyler Breeze scouted the blue thunder bomb. He saw it coming. Great reversal into the neck breaker. Here comes the NXT Universe getting behind Sami Zayn. Sami feeds so well off this.
Sami Zayn, big shoulder right into the gut. And here he goes. Sami to the top. Does he have enough left in the tank, Jason?
He's getting up there a little too slow.
Just enough time for Tyler Breeze to counter.
That was a great move right there by Tyler Breeze, killing the momentum of Sami Zayn. Momentum so important here at NXT.
Zayn trying to steal that momentum right back. Couple of well-placed shots, and Sami Zayn.
Sami's got to get up there. Can't gloat, Sami.
Here comes Sami Zayn.
Oh, what a
counter.
That's it.
That's it. That's going to be enough. Tyler Breeze for the win. And again, a kick out. By mere inches, Sami Zayn staying in this match.
Wow, even Tyler Breeze cannot believe it.
And you can tell Tyler was paying attention the first two times that these men met. He has countered every move Sami Zayn has tonight.
Tyler Breeze has been the Achilles heel to Sami Zayn. Will Zayn overcome that tonight on his road to redemption?
You hear Tyler Breeze, just give up, Sami. There's no quit in Sami Zayn. Oh!
And look at this, Sami Zayn!
Oh, again countered.
Supermodel kick blocked. Look at the reversals. These guys know each other so well. There it is, and that's it for Sami Zayn. Tyler Breeze gonna put away Zayn right here. My God!
Wow, the road to redemption is still carrying on, baby.
What determination and mettle on the part of Sami Zayn.
Look at Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze losing his cool right now. He needs to stay focused. That's exactly what Sami Zayn did to Titus O'Neil last week. Took him out of his game plan with a well-placed slap to the grill.
And I think the longer this match goes, the more it favors Tyler Breeze. Okay, his confidence is just gonna grow. He already beat Sami Zayn twice.
Zayn can barely get to his feet. Tyler Breeze lining him up.
Tyler Breeze giving a little too much time here, I believe.
Breeze hesitated for a second.
Oh, we've seen this!
It's gonna cost him! Big exploder right into the turnbuckles! Carbon copy of last week, and you know what's on the way! There it is!
That's it, haluva kick!
Well-placed haluva kick at Sami Zayn! There it is! What a victory!
Here's your winner, Sami Zayn!
Well, there you go. The momentum carries on, Alex Riley. Like you said, momentum is so important. The road to redemption carries on. Momentum on Sami Zayn's side. What can this man do?
What are you so excited about? He's not the NXT champion. Still hasn't won
Yeah.
the big one. I said talk to me when he wins the big one.
This is a big one for him right here. Here we see right here. Counter, counter, counter. Beautiful neck breaker by Tyler Breeze. Not enough to beat Sami Zayn, though.
Tyler Breeze did a great job of scouting Sami Zayn. You can see in this match that he paid attention the entire time. That's an example of it right there. The drop kick out of midair to Sami Zayn. But the resiliency of this man was impressive.
Here we see, they know each other so well into a beautiful beauty kick. I thought it was over, we thought it was over. But no, Sami Zayn still got some fight left in him.
Sami Zayn so resilient, and look at this. Look at how quickly things can change, Alex.
We've seen this time and time before. The exploder suplex into the corner for Sami Zayn, followed by the haluva kick to Tyler Breeze. 1, 2, 3. Very, very impressive victory for Sami Zayn. But guys, again, Rich, Jason, talk to me when this man wins the big one. Because he ain't gonna do it.
This was a big one for Sami Zayn. A man he never beat before.
The road to redemption for Sami Zayn continues here on NXT. Last week, Hideo Itami promised to even up the odds with the Ascension by bringing back up. We'll see what Hideo has in mind when he goes face-to-face with Konnor and Viktor tonight. And NXT Women's Champion Charlotte has Bayley's back in tag team competition. They square off with the boss, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch tonight on NXT.
I was very fortunate in my career to have been lined up with name after name after name. And they're all as much a part of my story as I am a part of theirs. I am who I am today because of my time in the ring with them.
Here comes Cena! The brute power! Can you believe this?
You don't just want to make it here. You want to make it here and be the best. That common goal. That's what rivalries are all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT champion, Neville. Adrian, what did you think of Sami Zayn's match earlier tonight against Tyler Breeze, getting that victory?
Well, Renee, you know, I was impressed. I think in my mind, I'd consider him the #1 contender right now, which makes me happy. You know, Sami's a friend of mine. He's a great competitor, and I'll give him a title shot, you know, anytime, any place. I have absolutely no qualms with that, not a problem. Because you see, I've said it before, and I think everybody knows by now. Unfortunately, Sami Zayn, well, can't win the big one, can he? Sorry, mate.
I'll tell you what, guys, Adrian Neville is not lacking for confidence, is he?
He never has. Think about what he's done in his past.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Asheville, North Carolina, weighing 222 pounds, Dash Wilder.
Dash Wilder here is someone who is not on the radar yet, but he's going to make a big mark when people start realizing what he's capable of doing. I see him at the Performance Center every week in tag team competition with Scott Dawson. This kid's a tough man.
And his opponent, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 195 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
Guys, 3 weeks ago, Tyson Kidd lost to Sami Zayn in the first match of Zayn's self-titled Road to Redemption. I guess the question for Tyson Kidd is, what's next? He has no more championship opportunities. Where does he go from here?
I mean, what do you mean, what's next, Rich? This guy has a WrestleMania moment. He's one of the last graduates of the Heart Dungeon. He's married to Natalya, which is a huge accomplishment in itself. I mean, this is a bona fide WWE superstar here. He's got nothing left to prove of what this man has accomplished.
We all get into what we love to do to be the best at it. And Tyson Kidd, in order for him to realize he's the best, he needs to be the champion of whatever that is.
It's a one-on-one action tonight. Tyson Kidd and Dash Wilder. The Kidd doesn't seem too concerned, does he? I mean, see the look on his face. He looks confident. He doesn't look like he has a care in the world.
Why should he be? I think it looks like a happy marriage to me. I mean, Natalya certainly gets involved from time to time, but I think Tyson appreciates that.
I think Tyson is jealous of the success of Natty.
Is he jealous of the success of NXT champion Adrian Neville? Again, Kidd has no more title opportunities. That's going to be eating at him, even though maybe it's not showing.
This is a very important moment in an athlete's career when, you know, there's times that you have to fight through and prevail and get through the rough times to get back on top. You can't let this destroy you. This is a big night here for Tyson Kidd.
Yeah, Tyson. Let's talk about Dash Wilder. How about the opportunity in front of him to knock off a renowned superstar like Tyson Kidd? And Dash can do it, especially if Tyson's going to overlook him.
I'd be very shocked if that happens tonight.
Well, we know the technical ability of Tyson Kidd, everything he can do, whether it's on the mat or in the air. Dash Wilder right now feeling the effects of that. He's being pummeled in the corner. Kidd raining kicks down on Wilder.
Tyson Kidd being so aggressive. You got to figure this is, oh no. This doesn't look good. This is not,
Dash Wilder catapulted into the very bottom of that turnbuckle.
Guys, you got to remember NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way, okay? The main event, Tyson Kidd was involved in that. In my opinion, he stole the show. I mean, this man has everything it takes. Yeah, but he stole the show.
Tyson Kidd hooking the leg, trying to put away Dash Wilder and kick out.
He stole the show, but what does that do for him? He has no more opportunities to fight for the title. Stealing the show, what does that do?
Look, I'm saying the man has everything it takes to be NXT champion. He just needs to wait for the right time and the right opportunity. And he's going to get it again. It's going to come around for him again.
How many opportunities do you need?
As many as it takes, Rich.
Kidd's had how many? What, 2, 3, 4?
He has no more.
Right now taking advantage of a young upstart Dash Wilder.
Come on, man. Pay attention. You got to listen up.
How different is it for somebody like Wilder to be out here in singles competition when maybe he's a little more accustomed to that tag team competition with Scott Dawson?
Huge disadvantage. Right now, Dash would try to create some space, possibly try to get his partner in, shake off the cobwebs, but it's all Dash right now. You're on an island right now, Dash.
And this is a good test for him. You know, it's a good test for a young WWE superstar to come out here and have a one-on-one match with one of the best in the business.
What would a win for Dash Wilder's career, or what would a win mean tonight for his career?
I mean, I don't know what it would mean for his career. It's still starting, but for the confidence of Dash Wilder would be absolutely incredible. To knock off Tyson Kidd, I mean, are you kidding me? How would you feel if you knocked off Tyson Kidd, Rich? Pretty damn good, right? We know it's never going to happen.
Yeah, can you imagine Rich in there?
Oh, no. Look, right now, Tyson. Wilder, he needs to find a way out of this chin lock.
Tyson just leaning all his weight right into Dash Wilder right now. Grounding, great job grounding.
Yeah, you talked about Dash Wilder earlier, Jason, about seeing him in the Performance Center, and you're right. He is one of the best technicians that exist here at NXT right now. He just needs an opportunity.
Here goes Tyson Kidd. Wilder able to get the elbow up. Wilder getting some offense.
This is your time, kid. Let's go.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. Scoop power slam. Trying to put away Tyson Kidd. Kick out of 2.
Tell you what, there's flashes of brilliance right now out of Dash Wilder.
Oh. That was not well scouted by Dash. That
Look out, look
flush.
out! Oh, fisherman hook neck breaker. And Tyson Kidd regaining control. You know what's coming, look out! Center of the ring. And there it is, the sharpshooter firmly
place.
locked in, nowhere for Wilder to go.
Here's your winner, Tyson Kidd.
Tell you this, Tyson Kidd looking good, but I guarantee you that Dash Wilder learned something from this loss.
Not a bad showing tonight for Dash Wilder, but Tyson Kidd victorious here on NXT.
They will stop making fun of me. They will stop smoking the bar. They did this to me. They will stop.
Last week, Bayley asked NXT Women's Champion Charlotte to team up with her against Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks as Bayley looks to make Lynch pay for attacking her 2 weeks ago. Charlotte is accepted, and that tag team match is next.
No WWE talent becomes a legend on their own. Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. And if what that man did in his life makes the blood pulse through the body of others, then his essence, his spirit will be immortalized.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sami Zayn.
Renee.
Sami,
Hey.
how are you feeling? You just had a huge match with Tyler Breeze. What's going through your head right now?
Honestly, I'm feeling great. I feel good. I feel like the Count of Monte Cristo. You know the book?
I did not read that book.
Okay, this is not a quiz.
Good.
I just feel like I'm coming back, and this road to redemption is very real. It's not just a tagline. I feel like I'm avenging myself, and I'm righting the wrongs. You know, and those wrongs are people that have not only great contenders, but people that I've lost significant matches to, like Tyson Kidd, you know, then Titus O'Neil, and now tonight Tyler Breeze. These are people that have stood in my way, and now I feel like I'm just coming back, and I'm taking them out one after another after another. So this road to redemption is very real to me, and I feel like that road is just about at its end. And I feel like next week it's time to end it all. I want a shot at NXT Championship. I want a shot at Adrian Neville.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
That's where I'm at. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to look to confirm this match with William Regal later on tonight to make sure that we have this match set up for next week.
The following contest is a Divas Tag Team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Welcome back to NXT here on the WWE Network. Rich Brennan alongside Alex Riley and Jason Albertin. One of the most shrewd competitors here in the women's division. You're looking at her, the boss, Sasha Banks.
Shrewd, Rich. I love beautiful, strong, powerful, confident women from Boston, Massachusetts, and that's exactly what you're looking at right here, Sasha Banks. She's a boss.
She's a manipulative woman,
Oh,
but
stop
she
it.
is also.
Aren't they all?
I'm not going to argue that point, Alex Riley.
You're married, you know.
Sasha Banks, you can see her make the motion right there. She has the NXT Women's Championship in her sight. She's ready for an opportunity at Charlotte. When will that opportunity come?
You know, I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure it is in the future.
And her partner from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
You're gonna hear careful of what Becky Lynch said right there. I can really do whatever I want to do.
And I tell you what, I feel like Becky Lynch is being manipulated right now by Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is creating her own army again. And Becky Lynch is the first to join. Will there be more?
Well, it's hard to argue that decision in joining. I mean, Sasha Banks, the creator of the BFFs, a lot of success there. I tell you what, if I was an NXT Diva, I'd probably jump on the Sasha Banks bandwagon myself.
Brennan, let me hug you, Brennan. Let me hug you.
Every time.
Would you calm down?
No, I feel like I need to hug.
Bayley's going to be relishing this opportunity to get her hands not only on Sasha, but on Becky Lynch.
And their opponents, first from San Jose, California, it's Bayley.
Well, there she is, the woman that let down not only her friends, but her family at NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way. You know, I'm disappointed myself, to be honest. I feel let down.
I can't believe you actually said that. She even gained the respect of Charlotte, the NXT Diva Champion. And she gained the respect of the NXT Universe as well.
She didn't have my respect.
And her partner from the Queen City, she is the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Guys, it was last week that Bayley asked Charlotte to team up with her against Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. Bayley saying Sasha has poisoned Becky's mind, and, well, the champ has gained enough respect for Bayley. She said, you know what, kid? Let's do it. Let's team up against Sasha and Becky.
Look, let's cut through all that and get to the truth. Bayley asked Charlotte to team with her tonight because she can't beat Sasha on her own. That's the long and the short of it.
I think Bayley asked Charlotte to team with her because she can't trust Sasha.
I just think you're blinded by hug envy.
And I believe that Sasha is afraid of Charlotte, and that's why she's forming this little army of people behind her.
Charlotte has definitely gained respect for Bayley, but my question for you guys, is Bayley still walking in the shadow of the NXT champion?
Of course she is. She didn't win. You know, until you're on the top of the mountain, until you're the NXT Women's Champion, you are in the shadows.
Oh, look at this. This is the side of Bayley that I've been begging to see.
I think a lot of people have asked whether or not Bayley actually has this side in her, but she's taken out some aggression on Becky Lynch after Becky turned on her 2 weeks ago.
And to be successful here, you need to have a mean streak. It's an absolute necessity.
Well, let's not confuse kindness as a weakness.
Tag made, and here comes the boss, Sasha Banks.
Oh, Bayley taking right back over.
Here comes Bayley, big knee drop right into the chin. Cover, and a kick out.
Oh, Charlotte wants Sasha in the worst way.
Tag made, and here comes the champ.
To get it.
And look at Sasha
smart,
run away.
Very smart.
Smart by tucking your tail and running.
Charlotte wasted no time getting Becky Lynch over the top rope and into the ring. And look at her, whipping Lynch around. Guys, I got a question for you. What does Becky Lynch have to gain by aligning herself with Sasha Banks?
Well, you got to figure what Sasha did. Sasha created the BFF. She created Summer Rae. She created Charlotte, the NXT Divas Champion. She knows how to make winners.
Oh, now you're agreeing with me. You should do it more often. They'll pay you more.
The champ Charlotte in full control as this match rolls on NXT.
Guys, you down here?
Jacob Goodnight is dead. Jacob Goodnight is not dead.
This matchup continues here tonight on NXT. The women's champion Charlotte lifting the knees into the face of Becky Lynch. Tag team matchup is Charlotte and Bayley battle Sasha Banks and Becky.
I'll tell you what I like about Sasha. She's always moving forward. She's always trying to advance the position and inflict as much injury as she can.
An angry Sasha Banks looks on from the outside.
Oh, Let's see now. Does Sasha want to get in now, Alex?
Oh!
Doesn't look like she wants in right there, Alex Riley.
Look, she's taking her time, okay? She's
Charlotte going for the victory, and Lynch able to get the shoulder up.
Alex, call it down the middle. She's afraid to get in there with Charlotte.
Look, and Charlotte seems to be punishing Becky Lynch until Sasha makes a tag.
Charlotte begging for the tag. She wants Sasha Banks in there so bad.
The boss taking off. Becky Lynch trying to take advantage, but look at the NXT Women's Champ.
So polished. Needs to stay.
Whoa,
look at that!
Charlotte turned her attention to Sasha Banks. Cover here. Becky going for the victory. And a kick out at 2.
Oh, now she wants in.
Of course she wants in.
I get it. I get it. Okay.
Sasha trying to
oh my goodness.
Unleash on the women's champ. Tag made it out. Becky Lynch back in.
You got to figure all that talk that Sasha's been running her lips. Charlotte's heard all of it, and she wants to get her hands on Sasha in the worst way.
She just continues to take it out on Becky Lynch. All that anger, all that frustration.
Knee drop right to the head. Tag made, and here comes Bayley.
Here comes Bayley. Oh!
Revenge on the mind of Bayley, no doubt.
Oh, a little slap to the back.
Why not?
Bayley looking over at Sasha.
Bayley going for the victory, trying to put away Becky Lynch and a kick out at 2. Alex, do you think that teaming with Charlotte, maybe Bayley can pick up a few things, can get that edge that perhaps some people think she's missing?
Absolutely, she's the NXT Women's Champion, and before that moment right there, she looked pretty good. You can always learn from a champion or a veteran at NXT.
Here comes the boss. The boss only wanting in when the time was right for her.
Exactly, she's done a great job of only attacking and being in the ring when she's ready, when she's prepared.
So you're both saying she's an opportunist?
Absolutely she is, and it's working for her here right now.
I'm saying she's afraid of Charlotte. That's what I'm saying.
Cover. Sasha going for the win, and Bayley able to power out.
Look, Sasha's the type of diva that's a merchandiser's dream, okay? She's the boss of NXT. She brings such a powerful message. She's a strong, beautiful woman. I mean, this girl deserves to be NXT Women's Champion at some point.
She's afraid to get in the ring with Charlotte.
Yeah, she looks really afraid right now.
Sasha Banks trying to grind Bayley down onto the mat.
Oh, you see that right there? That was a little mimic of what Charlotte likes to do right there.
Exactly, covered. Power out at 2.
Guys, Sasha and Charlotte were in Madison Square Garden together a couple months ago, and I heard from WWE officials that Sasha stole the show. She hogged the spotlight. She felt so comfortable. That is not a scared diva.
Sasha sending Bayley headfirst into the turnbuckle. Tag made, Becky Lynch. Kick to the gut.
I'll tell you, this new side of Becky Lynch, the gloves are off. There are no restrictions here for her.
And you know what she's learning from Sasha Banks? She's learning to take what's hers, take advantage of opportunities, and make a name for yourself here at NXT. There's only one champion.
See, that's the difference between Charlotte and Sasha. Sasha takes advantage of opportunities where Charlotte makes her opportunities.
Well, what about Bayley? Do you think that she needs to find a way or learn how to make her take her opportunities?
Absolutely. She keeps letting people down. She keeps letting herself down, and it's only because she hasn't found that aggressive side in her. Once she finds that, the sky's the limit for Bayley.
Sasha trying to put away Bayley. Here the women's champion coaching her tag team partner, covers Sasha for the win, and Bayley again stays alive.
I'll tell you, Bayley needs to make a tag in the worst way right now. She's in trouble.
The boss trying to set up for a suplex, and look at that reversal. Bayley for the victory. Cover, and here comes Becky Lynch.
Oh, look at this.
There goes Becky Lynch. Bayley needs a tag on a clothesline.
Guys, you can bet Sasha communicated with Becky, saying, get in here, give me a hand, help me out. And now she gains an advantage in this match. Very smart by Sasha.
Bayley trying to claw her way over to the corner to make a tag.
Look at Becky. Look at Becky.
The champ able to kick her away. Oh, Sasha. Sasha with a clothesline to the champion. Bayley from behind. Cover. Whoa. Bayley for the win. Reversal. It's Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks with the win.
The winners, the team of Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch.
And they're hightailing it out of here.
I think Sasha had the tights there. She had to have the tights there.
Absolutely not. And what's most important is, did the refs see it? No. Who got the check in the W column? Sasha Banks did with her new partner, Becky, excuse me. I see BFFs, the sequel.
Mr. Regal, hello. How are you?
Hello, Renee. How are you?
Good.
It's always nice to see you.
Great to see you. So I've had the opportunity to talk to both Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, and looks like they want to have their NXT Championship match next week. Is that a match that you're willing to sign off on?
Do you know, I don't wish to sound callous, Renee, but I can't always worry what the talent wants. I have to worry about what's best for business, NXT, and the show. Mm-hmm. But in consecutive weeks, I mean, Sami Zayn has beaten Tyson Kidd, Tyler Breeze, and Titus O'Neil. It's a lot of T's, isn't it?
A lot of T.
You know I like a spot of tea, don't you?
Yes,
I know you do as well. Yes. I mean, perhaps Sami Zayn is ready to be the #1 contender. So why not? It's a great idea. Next week on this show for the NXT Championship, Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville.
Great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what a matchup next week for the NXT title. But we've been waiting all week, and up next, we find out who Hideo Itami has brought with him to settle the score with the Ascension. Itami and the Ascension face to face next.
I'm a warrior who can text at the speed of light.
The Celtic Crusader doesn't fight much crime.
Shenanigans. I'm sensing a bully.
But he's brogue-kicking bullying with his super speed texting tips.
And the Celtic Crusader saves the day!
Join the Celtic Crusader and play the bully text game. Text STAR to 38383.
Taco stand against booties. Darn you, autocorrect.
You don't have to be super, just super-ish.
Any cause, any time, anywhere.
We just heard from NXT General Manager William Regal, and will Sami Zayn's road to redemption end with the NXT Championship around his waist, or will Adrian Neville bring Zayn to an abrupt halt? Next week, right here, Neville, Zayn for the NXT Championship. We're back here on NXT, and guys, we have been waiting for this all night. Konnor and Viktor, the Ascension, have said that they will call Hideo Itami out for his actions last week.
I'll tell you, it's the first time that we've seen the hunters become the hunted. They don't have what they feel is rightfully theirs. They feel the reason for that is Hideo Itami, and they've taken exception to it, and they want to talk to him face to face.
Hideo Itami has said he is tired of the 2-on-1 attacks from the Ascension, and well, not only is he not leaving NXT, as Konnor and Viktor told him he should do, he's coming back this week with a friend. I wonder what he's got in store.
My question is, why is Hideo Itami sticking his nose in a place it does not belong? Okay, he hasn't proven anything here at NXT. That's the Ascension, the longest reigning champions in NXT history. You tell me one thing Hideo Itami has done in NXT. Me, I'm personally insulted.
I can tell you this, Alex Riley, that Hideo Itami was introduced to NXT by William Regal, and the Ascension stuck their nose into that.
We tried to be patient with you, Hideo. We tried, but clearly you just don't understand. You just don't get the message.
Hideo, you want to make threats? Why don't you come out here
so we can finish what we started.
There he is, Hideo Itami, ready to take on the Ascension, but the question is, who did he bring with him?
I don't know, but I hope someone...
Yeah, it better be someone serious if he plans on getting in the ring with the Ascension. Someone real serious.
I've often said, be careful what you wish for.
See that smile on his face? I can't wait to see who this is. Look at it.
Wow! Fellas, NXT Universe, you are in for a treat!
Can you believe it? We have heard so much about Finn Bálor, and he is here tonight with Hideo Itami!
Guys, this is a world-renowned superstar, a man that comes heavily touted with a very, very impressive resume, and I can't wait for this!
I know a lot about this man, and there is not a lot. If there is anything that this man can
Here we go, here we go!
Here we
Look at this, Itami and Finn Bálor taking it to the Ascension. This is unbelievable. Konnor and Viktor being pummeled by Itami and Bálor.
Fists and fire, baby.
Whoa!
Running corner drop kicks in Konnor and Viktor.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen the Ascension in this situation before.
They have been stung, and here we go again. Wow.
This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Whoa! Finn Bálor and Hideo Itami cleaning house on Konnor and Viktor. Konnor on the outside, Viktor all alone, and Itami and Bálor lining them up. Look at that! Hideo Itami said that he would be back with... Oh, hold on, wait a minute, look at this.
Just taunting Konnor.
Finn Bálor perched on the top rope, and look out! Oh! Diving double foot stomp! And Konnor has been decimated. The Ascension wiped out at the hands of Itami and Bálor. This is a rivalry that has gone on since TakeOver Fatal 4-Way. Hideo Itami finally evening up the odds tonight with Finn Bálor.
Evening up in a big way.
I said Hideo has got to be packing some serious heat tonight if he's going to get in there with the Ascension. And Finn Bálor certainly fit the mold. What a reputation around the world. And what an impressive debut for that man right there.
And listen to the reaction for Finn Bálor. What a debut for Finn Bálor here tonight with Hideo Itami on NXT.